Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Thunder and the Blazers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Mike Diaz, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Standing in, Brian Cannon, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Coming to the plate now, Adrian Esparza. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hit sharply on the ground and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Digging in, Scott Franchise, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, action time.
Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Count now a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Got a full count.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Esparza, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Another full count pitch home. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Now at the plate, Mike Hayes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire. Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. To the plate now, Hal Hale.
The shortstop.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll step in here at 275. A dozen home runs and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0 home.
No bench off the plate. Ball 2.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch is in off the plate.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
The 3-1. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a beautiful running catch on display that time, as we get a look at it again with Show Track. The route was everything it needed to be, and he covered a ton of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's one to remember. Now in the box, Saul Worthing. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Now batting, Michael Lopez. First things first, here's a throw over. From the stretch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Richardson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. The Thunder are out in front, 3-0. Bruce Cartwright is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Standing in, Leon Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Leon Richardson.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Down to 3-1.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Into the box, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll take the breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. From the stretch. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
1-2 now. From the stretch.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Chopper to short. He's got it. And there's one down now.
Batting first, the catcher, Francisco Barreto.
So coming to the plate, Francisco Barreto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside the throw, and he nails him at third. Great throw.
Thought he might have a chance to get in there safely when he got a good jump from second, but that was a good throw and a good tag to cut him down.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding forward now, Andrew Arellano. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-0. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Batting 9.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bruce Cartwright. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
1 out, nobody on. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here it comes. Fouled off. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Settling in now, Brian Cannon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Adrian.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Adrian Esparza is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Franchise, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Grounder down the line at third. A dive, but it's off his glove. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Stepping in now, Mike Hayes, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Boy, it's about trying to limit the pitch count. Also, only in the second inning here, and his pitch count's getting up, up, up. He's had a lot of traffic on the bases, so he really needs to get out of this one right here.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Your attention, please.
So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. James Ray enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box now, Hal Hale, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Ray is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Barreto is after it, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Thunder on top 5-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Colt Snow. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Line hard to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Arrington.
At the plate, Darren Arrington, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll start this one at 274. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
Into the box, Samuel Rincon. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Rincon has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Richard Richardson. Swing and a liner. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
To the plate now, Jake Madison, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
3-2 full count. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a liner. Foul. Pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in now, James Rain. He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Line drive to center field. Worthing is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Stepping in, Michael Lopez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Line drive to left. Rincon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So digging in now, Leon Richardson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here's the pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Striding in, Mad Dog Jackson. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Yeah.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
3-2.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Barreto, a native of the Dominican Republic. He was selected in the first round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. No sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Colt Snow. A swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Behind 0-2 now. From the stretch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Darren Arrington. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Now at the plate, Samuel Rincon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this April.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Richard Richardson will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. On the ground to third. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. Now a 5-2 game.
Well, coaches always say first things first, right? You can't make the throw if you don't have the ball in your hand. Looked like he was eyeing the runner, and the ball went right by him. An error, and a run scored as the result.
Ready for another chance? Jake Madison, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tennessee is out in front here, 5-2. All set for the start of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Bruce Cartwright.
Bruce Cartwright.
First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Cannon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
I always felt this was the toughest pitch for me to pick up. A good executed slider, and that's exactly what happened right there. You get an ugly swing.
Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Line drive, base hit down the line. Around first, he's digging for second.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Adrian Esparza, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Rincon comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 16. Scott Franchise.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Back up the middle, gets dirty and gloves it. It's in time. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, James Rain.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1.
Ball. That's ball two.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 6, Leon Richardson.
Now that was an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
Now to the plate, Leon Richardson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now back, first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
For the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back standing. In now, Mad Dog Jackson. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Stepping in now, Francisco Barreto as he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Thunder lead this one 5-2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. He singled his last time up.
Mike Hayes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-0 home.
That's ball two.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Hit hard to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Into the box now, Hal Hale. First offering on its way.
Nope.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The pitch.
2-2 now. Three balls, two strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that's low, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 0-1 pitch.
One ball,
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. High in the air out to center field. Richardson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
So stepping in, Michael Lopez. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Just keeping him close. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and no one will track it down. A 1-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 out with the man at first. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Here now the 2-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the lead is now 7-2.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Now back, left field.
Standing in now, Andrew Arellano. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. The Thunder lead it 7-2. Jason Blake enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jason Blake.
Leading off the inning, Colt Snow, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Here it comes. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now here it comes. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Darren Arrington.
Ready for another shot now. Darren Arrington. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Foul tip, held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Hits are even at 7 apiece. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as is now a 7-3 game.
Dan, you see the guy out on the mound. He's pitching with bad body language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of two things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. Right now, they're hunting this guy.
Samuel Rincon stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate. 1 out, nobody on.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Richardson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But not before they're able to at least get. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Blake, getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box, Brian Hannon as he lifts it in the air to right field. Richardson is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
Rincon makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, a double play. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on.
Leading off for Portland.
At the plate, Jake Madison comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Right down Broadway that time, strike 1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Nori Dizzy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 6.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Leon Richardson. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Dave Pollock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Scott Franchise, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
First pitch coming, here it is. Pollock is originally from the state of Maine. He offers up a 2-seamer, a curve, and a slider. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Nobody out, runner on first. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hal Hale comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
1-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Popped up. Jackson in foul ground, and no one will get this one. The 1-2. Popped him up. Jackson is there for it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Saul Worthing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Michael Lopez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, the run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and... Ready now, Mad Dog Jackson. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And that's in there. Base hit.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Travis Blondie comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. At the plate now, Colt Snow, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. Blondie playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Samuel Rincon.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
And on the Thunder, the left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now back, the pitcher, Travis
To the plate now, Travis Londy. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
So now to the plate, Brian Hannon. No balls and a strike to count. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throw won't get him.
Now back, third baseman, Adrian.
Coming to the plate now, Adrian Esparza. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1, and he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play.
The right fielder,
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Scott Franchise is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 34 home runs now on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Showtrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. In now, Mike Hayes. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Richardson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And the pitch on 2-1. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman, Jake Madison.
Stepping into the box, Jake Madison. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And there's ball one. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Number 35, Miguel Santana.
Alejandro Rosas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Stays alive, still 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Francis Pinto enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So striding in, Hal Hale.
For Tennessee, the shortstop, Hal Hale.
And the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The batter.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Ready once again, Saul Worthing. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit to short, fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
At the plate, Michael Lopez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. from the stretch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike one.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate, Andrew Arellano, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 on its way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now back, the pitcher.
He gave it all he had out there in right field, but he just couldn't quite catch up to it. I like the effort with the leap, but once it got down, he was off to the races and into third.
No balls and one strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Richardson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. In now, Leon Richardson starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back, first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Digging in and looking for more, Mad Dog Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
And a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Three and one.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
He loses him on ball 4. Digging in, Francisco Barreto. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Barreto.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders.
For Snow stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be two. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 12-4 is the final in this game. The Thunder jumped out to an early lead in the first.